All right, I'm saying hello again now that the YouTube is live. Welcome everyone to the stream. I'm hosting this one solo for now, because hopefully I have at least one or two guests coming on. They'll be joining me at some point in the game, so stay tuned for that. Kevin Durant goes out with an injury, and Tony says he has a surprise guest. Are they connected? What does that mean? I don't know. You have to find out. Maybe KD decided to sit out of whatever game they have because he's coming on for a Cavs watch party. Guess you'll have to find out. No, I'm going to keep it a mystery. You'll have to wait and see. It's not Kevin Durant. I will spoil that now. Don't get your hopes up. But I hope all of you are having a great Saturday so far. If you're with me on playback and you need a league pass to watch the game, go ahead and say something in the chat and I can hook you up. If you're over on YouTube and you want to watch the game along with me, go to playback.tv/Fear the Sword. The link is in the description. It's also in the top right corner of the screen if you want to just type it in yourself for whatever reason. And if you're just hanging out, you want to watch the game along with us on your own, shout out to you. Thanks for being here. All right, I have a few notes that I have for this matchup between the Cavs and the Nets. The first thing is that the Brooklyn Nets maybe a little better than you think. Maybe a little better than you would expect, considering that starting lineup right there doesn't look that impressive. But so far, the Nets are 4-5. They just went to overtime against Boston last night. Hopefully they're a little tired. As you all know, the Cavs had a night off yesterday. It felt like it, at least. They didn't really have to try too hard after the second quarter. So hopefully the Cavs are well rested. And the Nets, second night of a back-to-back, traveling. They just went to overtime. Maybe they're a little tired. But nonetheless, Brooklyn, they've gone to overtime against Boston and Denver this year. They've beaten teams like the Bucks and the Grizzlies, and they've hung close in other matchups. So I would say don't overlook them. Cam Thomas always magnet balls us, so it'll probably be closer than I expect. He does have great games against us. And that's one of the notes that I wanted to mention is that the Nets, they're being led by a dynamic backcourt. You know, the Cavs have a dynamic backcourt of their own. So do the Nets. It's not the same at all, but Dennis Schroeder and Cam Thomas are really leading the way. They're averaging a combined 45 points per game. Cam Thomas is averaging like almost 25. One thing about Cam Thomas, he's going to take and make a bunch of tough shots. He's one of those guys who he's honestly better with a hand in his face. So I really want to see how the Cavs defense holds up. They were obviously incredible against the Warriors. You would assume Stephen Curry's a little harder to guard than Cam Thomas, and they did a fine job on Steph. We're going to have to find out. I want to see how Darius Garland defends this backcourt because DG has had a strong start to the year on defense, and so I wonder how he's going to hold up against two dynamic guards, two high-scoring guards. But the Cavs, on the other hand, they're doing pretty good themselves. They're off to a perfect 10-0 start, best start in franchise history. It's the best start a team has had, an NBA team has had since the 2015-16 Warriors. They're looking like the best team in basketball right now. We all know what they did last night. If you don't, I have a great video on my YouTube. Did a whole recap, so go ahead, head over there, check it out if you haven't. And yeah, the Cavs, they've been on fire. Here's a stat that I'll mention a few times probably. As of right now, the Cavs, they have the highest offensive rating in NBA history. The highest offensive rating in NBA history. Now, that's probably not going to hold up for the entire season. I don't expect that to hold true for the next 72 games, but it's certainly worth noting because they've been on fire. They're playing incredible basketball. I saw a tweet, people saying like, oh, we're not buying into the Cavs. They do this every year, blah, blah, blah. And they have had good streaks in the past, right? They went 18-2 for a stretch last year. The Cavaliers is a thing, but they've never done this. This is all sorts of new stuff that they're doing. They're setting records. It's no longer those records where you have to add the asterisk of first time the Cavs have done blank since LeBron James, first time doing this without LeBron James. This is the first time they've done this, period. Even the LeBron James-led teams weren't doing this stuff. So I'm really interested to see how they're going to respond in this one. A game like this is an easy one to take your eye off the ball. And so far, the Nets have proven that if you don't take them seriously, they can compete. Like I said, they went to overtime against Boston, still lost the game. Lost to Denver as well, but they went to overtime. They beat the Bucks. They beat who else did they beat? the Grizzlies. And yeah, we're going to see how the Cavs respond in this one. They got to take their opponent seriously. So far, they have done that this year, but we're going to see if they can keep the streak alive. And yes, hopefully I will have one or two people joining me. Start of the second quarter, we're aiming for. See Jared Allen give the fist bump, the iconic fist bump. Oh, they cut away. I guess we'll never know. Cam Thomas is going to be fun to watch. I really like watching him play because he is not bashful at all. He takes some incredibly difficult shots. Doesn't seem to care that he has four teammates, which is always fun. And he can make them. That's the crazy part. I wouldn't want to, have my team's fate be decided by Cam Thomas shooting step back 2-pointers, but it's fun to watch. And the Nets have a lot of wing defenders. Two people who the Cavs were very interested in this summer, Cam Johnson and Dorian Finney-Smith. So I want to see how they hold up against them. I want to see if Darius and Donovan, maybe they get bothered by some of their defenders. And Okoro's still in the starting lineup. Kenny said that he's really happy with how Okoro is looking so far. So he's going to stay in that starting lineup for now, even though Dean Wade is available. Okoro with the core four has been lights out so far. They're posting great advanced metrics. I have them somewhere written down. I'll pull them up later. But yeah, Okoro still in the starting lineup. Nah, it's good defense, good shot right there. Dorian Finney-Smith, like I said, many Cavs fans were interested in him. I was interested in him depending on the price. Great backdoor by DG right there. Great cut. I know that it was floated out there. The trade proposal, Darius Garland for Cam Johnson and Dorian Finney-Smith, that is absurd. That was before the season, to be fair. But even saying that, there was no excuse for that take. It's a horrible take. But if the Nets do decide to fully go into a rebuild, because right now they're probably a little more competitive than they'd like to be. I'm pretty sure they just traded to get their picks back. So they don't really have an incentive to be good. But if they decide to go into a rebuild and start a fire sale, Cavs are able to get Dorian Finney-Smith for a cheaper price, then I'm interested. As we know, the Nets, the last time they had a fire sale, Cavs ended up with Jared Allen for basically nothing. So that was pretty cool. Mobley 3-pointer. Another one. It's first of the game, but another one this season. He keeps taking them above the break. It's off to a real good start. He's on pace to double his 3-pointers from last year. They do. They look great coming out of his hands. His jump shot really seems faster. There's less of a hitch. Cavs starting off the game good again. They've really gotten off to quick starts. And I feel like that's something that they didn't always do last year. Sometimes it felt like they came out sleepwalking and it would take a while for them to get into a game. This year, they've just jumped right out on their opponent. Schroeder, he's having a real good year. All up on Garland. A lot of ball pressure there. Step back. Oh, in and out. It's not a bad look. DG shooting 63% on step back threes this season. Step back jumpers, actually. I don't think they define it by 3-pointers, but step back jumper, 63%, still pretty damn impressive. It's a good looking shot from Mobley right there. Obviously, people have been begging for him to become a 3-point shooter for his entire career. And while he's still not a volume shooter by any means, he's off to a very good start, letting it fly from back there. And really, that's what it comes down to. Is if they're going to leave him open, he's just got to take them. You just got to keep taking them. And if he can stay, I'm going to check right now. I think he's shooting pretty ridiculous percentage. It's a low volume. Oh, he's at 31% now. He was shooting 50%, uh, probably before the last game or two. But again, low volume. So he misses a couple, changed it quite a bit. But the goal there, I would say, is to stay above 35%. You can stay above 35%. You're keeping the defense honest. It's really all you need from Mobley as far as shooting the ball from that deep. Nice spin move from Okoro. Strong finish, too. See, when Okoro is able to do stuff like that, it just makes it so much better. Like this core four is so deadly when you're able to have Okoro out there playing defense as well as being a member of the offense. Like finishes like that are just so great to see. I mean, look at that. You get somewhat past Okoro and Mobley's waiting for you, and then you relocate and Okoro's still all over you if you're Schroeder. It's just tough to score on this Cavs team. Great job from Mitchell. One of the best pull-up three-point shooters in the NBA. Again, 3 threes already in the opening 4 minutes here. You guys are watching the greatest offense in NBA history, according to the offensive rating. Wow. It looked like a lot of contact, too. Didn't matter, though. Still hit the shot. Should have been a 4-point play. All right, they're trading buckets. See, I like that the Cavs get into their offense so much quicker because you already went through one action, didn't get anything out of it. You keep the ball moving, and there was 3.4 on the clock. They went through like 3 or 4 different actions right there. Whereas last year, the years before that, they'd walk the ball up the floor. They're not even getting to their first action until there's already 15 seconds on the clock. Right there, there's the ball's moving. They're getting active right away, and it gives you the option to find a good shot. You don't have to rush. You don't have to worry about the shot clock running down because you're getting to it right away. Yeah, Goro, last game, 4 of 6 3-point shooting. Matched a career high. It's really rooting for him to get that last one, but we'll take a 40-point lead and a huge win over the Warriors any day. Really one of the best games Okoro has played last night. Knocking down threes. They were using him as a screener. He was catching on the short roll, making plays out of that. He had 4 assists. And they had him defending Draymond Green, which is very interesting. They used him on Draymond. Kenny Atkinson was saying that they put him there because Steph and Draymond want to run that 2-man game. They're two of the best. They have some of the best chemistry. Great defense right there by Okoro. Some of the best chemistry between 2 stars. And so if you have Okoro on Draymond, it's a lot harder to get into that 2-man action because he's already there. Normally, Steph is trying to hunt whatever big is on Draymond, but when you have Okoro there, it just kind of disrupted that whole thing for them. So really, really smart move from Kenny. Obviously, he's familiar with the Warriors and their weaknesses because he was over there for a few years as an assistant head coach. So great stuff all around. I don't know about that call. DG kind of looked like he was straight up. I don't know if there was any contact there, but yeah, Donovan Mitchell off to a quick start. Cavs got to play a little bit of defense. You don't want to trade 3-pointers all night, but certainly a good start for the offense. I don't know if anyone here usually uses Reddit streams, buff streams, anything like that, but haven't been working for me the last two games. Had trouble finding a stream yesterday to watch the Cavs. I watch on my second screen so that I can upload clips. And can't find one working right now either. I'm getting errors and just blank screens. So if anyone uses those, uh, have you been having trouble with that, or is it just me? All right, I managed to get a second stream going. So, crisis has been averted. Kenny's got some game. He's got some dance moves too. He can do it all. Can't wait for the Kenny Atkinson statue to be built. Sam Merrill in the game, having a quarrel bring up the ball. Caris LeVert in the game too. Kenny has said that he likes having other players bring up the ball outside of Garland and Mitchell because that lets you do something off the ball for Garland and Mitchell so that they can catch with an advantage. And Sam Merrill enters the game, hits a three-pointer. It's a trend with him. He'll be on the court for 5 seconds and he'll hit a three. Good D from Garland right there. Almost got beat on the back door. Recovers, gets the steal, starts the break. Cavs right now, they're second in the NBA in points per possession transition. They've really been killing it in terms of turning defense into offense. It was a great example of it right there. Really good recovery from DG. Yeah. That time they didn't recover, but still. Nice take. Good D from the Cavs. Good ball denial there. Just giving them nothing to work with right now. Allen moving his feet really well. Forces an air ball. Great defense right there. Awesome Jared Allen possession. Bad offense too, but the defense was even better. Niang. Uh-oh. That was not a great take right there. Oh, Karras saving the day, though. Give it to him. There you go. See, that's why, sometimes it's good not to get back on defense because then you get a wide open layup. Oh, he's upset about it. I guess maybe he got fouled. Way to stick with the play, though. Great heads up play from LeVert right there. I feel like because Evan Mobley gets so much credit on defense, which he absolutely deserves, but because he gets so much attention, we often forget how versatile and incredible Jared Allen is. I mean, that possession a player or two ago where he just completely shut down everything the Nets was trying to do. Don't take him for granted, you know? Sometimes he gets overlooked, but he is such a good defender. Even in space. Everyone knows he can protect the rim, but even out there in space, on an island, he does so well. I will just go on record saying that Moondog is the best mascot in the NBA. If someone disagrees with me, you can let me know, but I'm a big Moondog fan. Sir CC's okay. Sir CC's all right, but I prefer Moondog for sure. It's funny because Sir CC makes sense. I'm not really sure where Moondog fits the Cavs branding, but I'm a Moondog guy for sure. Another great defensive possession and a big block. That was a great recovery from LeVert to close out to the shooter. It's all right. Great start to the possession. Sam got burned right there. They don't really have a rim protector. Oh no, Allen's out there still. Never mind. Never mind. I just saw Niang. Didn't think I was wondering if they weren't playing one of the bigs. Ooh, I'm not sure. Not sure what Allen was doing right there. Looked like he just tried to throw a lob to George Niang. Maybe he was just trying to float it up to him. No, that was. I just watched the replay. That looked like an alley oop to George Niang. Not going to win that very often, but I respect that Jared Allen believes in Niang that much. If he believes in Niang, so do I. That's the energy we need. That's why Jared Allen's one of the best teammates in the NBA. He knew deep down that George Niang wasn't going to be able to catch it, but now Niang is feeling like, wow, Jared really he thought that I could catch that alley oop. He really believes in me. It's all about lifting your teammates up, making them feel better about themselves. That was intentional from Jared. It was like a sacrifice bunt, He knew he was gonna turn it over, but it would make George feel better. Plus time chemistry, exactly. Yeah, Kenny has really liked this zone. I'd be interested to see if anyone has the numbers for how the Cavs are playing defensively because it doesn't feel great when they're in the zone. But Mobley almost crossed him up right there. Kind of, I don't know if it got poked free, if he just lost control of it, but it's almost a nice move right there. Made the Cavs pay pretty quick right there. Still like seeing Mobley try things, right? It's what we wanted all last year, the last 3 years, really. There you go. Mitchell finally gets a call on that play. It's been a couple of times in a row, dating back a couple of games, that he hasn't gotten a call when he gets knocked down on a three. But back to Mobley, we just wanted to see him try things like that. Even though he turned it over, there's going to be growing pains, there's going to be awkward moments, but we also get moments like that opening night against Toronto, the Euro step against Grady Dick, and against the Bucks, where he goes coast to coast, just plows right through Gary Trent Jr. and dunks it. These are all the things that we've been really waiting to see with him. So couldn't be happier that he's finally out there experimenting and looking like the potential unicorn that we all wanted him to be, even though that was an ugly turnover. That is a pretty crazy stat. They were struggling. Zone's looking pretty decent right now. Nah, you'll live with that. Nice. Nice. Strong finish from Mobley. I'm telling you, this man has really put on some muscle over the last year or so. He was not doing stuff like that a year ago. Right through the contact. It's getting to the point where he can actually hunt mismatches. Like before, it never felt good if you gave it to him down low like that, unless he like had a guard on him. But now, if he has a smaller guy on him, even if it's just smaller in terms of frame, you can actually just give the ball to Mobley down there, and he's been punishing people. Can't put a skinny guy on him anymore. Karras comes in, disrupts another play. They got one off. Woo. Karras very active on defense so far. He's got that steal that turned into the Niang layup. He's got a block. Another disruption right there. Look, they're going right back to Mobley. This time he's got a big mismatch. Good double there from Brooklyn. Yeah, I threw it away. Good job from Brooklyn to get the ball out of his hands right there. Like to see him be a little more patient. Kind of panicked a little bit. All right, George. See what you can do out there on an island. Nice. Good look ahead. Yeah, it looked like he had some trouble setting his feet there. Kind of got the pass before he's fully ready for it. But that's another thing that Kenny talks a lot about. He wants them running the Autobahn, as he says. He wants them running deep into the corners in transition. Don't go to the basket. It's not the 1970s anymore. We want you on the three-point line. And that was a good example of it right there with Niang running all the way to the corner. Couldn't quite get there in time for the pass, but still a good look. Minivan on the Autobahn takes a little bit. Yeah, they might have to wait an extra second longer there for him to get all the way to the corner, but he was on the right path. ETA was a little different from Donovan's, but George was headed to the right destination. Jackson says the Nets wasted a challenge. I'm going to say Cavs ball. It's a little bit of a weird angle. Also, a weird time to use your challenge. Not sure that's the moment in the game to use it. It's very close. All right, stay tuned. I think we have a special guest coming soon. So everyone stay tuned. Might be Kevin Durant. If it's not Kevin Durant, it's the closest thing to it. We'll see. I told him to say something in the chat once he's here so I can add him to the stage. Taking a long time on this challenge. All right, Jackson was wrong. They did not waste a challenge. Every possession matters. I probably wouldn't have used my challenge on a play that was that close with 37 seconds in the first quarter on out of bounds play, but they won it. So you can't complain. And they still have another challenge. So I don't know why he was even letting the ball roll. Oh, to let his teammates get down for it, probably. I remember when the Cavs first started doing that, and Darius was doing it like every play. Cavs Twitter was complaining about it a lot, and I get it. It's kind of silly, and I actually like that they're not doing it anymore. They're just getting the ball up the court and running. Great shot by Mitchell. Hot start to this game. But I like that they're pushing the pace rather than doing that every other play. But I do just remember Cavs Twitter being confused and upset about it. 12 of 16 from the floor. Another hot start. I mean, look, I said that it's not sustainable for the Cavs to shoot 60% in every game, and they just keep doing it. So, so at what point is it sustainable? It's not sustainable, to be clear. It's not. They're not going to continue shooting this well for the entire season. But man, all right, let's do some box score watching. Start with the Nets. Dorian Finney-Smith has 8 points. He's 3 of 4 shooting. Doesn't have any other stat. So he's just out there shooting. Dennis Schroeder has 8 points, 1 assist. He's also pretty much just out there shooting. Cam Thomas, 2 points, 0 for 2. He's not shooting. That's the surprising part. Only 2 field goal attempts for him so far. I'd expect that to go up quite a bit as the game goes on. He has 4 assists though. So look at him. Playmaking. That's always good to see. Young player developing his game a little bit, and they really haven't gotten much else. Shake Milton has 3 off the bench, so that's about it. Going to the Cavs, they're getting a whole lot from Donovan Mitchell. He's got 15 points already, 4 or 5 shooting. He's 4 for 4 on 3-point shots. He's a bunch of guys on the team are +4 right now. Basically, every single Cavs player is +4 except for Isaac Okoro, who's a +2. But he has a 3-pointer. Okoro's hit a 3. Mobley has 5 points, 4 rebounds. Jared Allen has 0 points, only 1 rebound. A little bit of a slow start for him. Garland has 4 points, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 rebound. Dean Wade has checked into the game. Always good to see Dean out there. So this is an interesting lineup. You got Dean, Sam, Niang, Mitchell, and Mobley. Should be able to run and gun, maximize spacing. Mobley at the 5. Again, I've said this. If you've been in any of these streams, you probably heard me say this so many times. It's annoying. But at the start of the second quarter, Cavs tend to go to Evan Mobley, try to run the offense through him, put shooters around him, and just let him cook. So pay attention to that. Let's see what Evan Mobley can do with this spacing around him. And really, no rim protector out there for Brooklyn right now. So this could be the moment in the game where the Cavs really blow it open. Kick out to Dean Wade. Dean Wade can run the Autobahn. He can get up the floor a lot faster than the minivan. Dean Wade was built for that role. Good defense. Oh. Oh, Mobley just took her right from him. Good kick out. Really nice driving kick from Niang right there. Sam Merrill, pump fake, relocate, knock it down. 2 for 2, I'm pretty sure. Yep, 2 for 2. Sam Merrill. It's a quick shot. Answer right away. Niang bringing up the ball. Point Niang. That's a good take right there. Got right to the middle of the floor. This is not the best lineup for Brooklyn. I mean, I know that they don't have many options, but I just don't know who is supposed to provide any resistance or rim protection. You'd wish the Cavs could get a couple more stops here. All right, let's do this. Let me get you in here real quick. We got our guest. I just invited you to the stage. The people have been waiting. I didn't tell them who was joining. Many people guessed Kevin Durant. It's not Kevin Durant, but it's the next best thing. Let me know if that invite works.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. What's going on, man? How you doing?
What's going on? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing it's a dream start to the season, so I'm doing fantastic. How about you?
Man, I wish the Lakers could be as good as the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let me tell you.
I think LeBron does too. You might have picked the wrong roster.
Hey, man, it's okay. Title. I've seen 6 of them, so you know it is what it is. It's about time. I root for a loser.
They're living fine. What's going on with the Lakers? They started 4-0, right?
No, they didn't start off 4-0. I think they started off
was 3-0? Okay, 3-0.
And then every other team that we play remembered that our roster isn't that good.
Yeah, man. I watched their first 3 games and I was all the way in. I was like, man, JJ Redick, the next Phil Jackson, Anthony Davis MVP, like they looked fantastic. I know AD is still playing really good. But yeah, things haven't quite held up over there. Sorry to hear it.
It's cool, man. You know, I'm gonna try not to talk about them and talk about these Cavs because these Cavs are fun.
Oh, they're a whole lot of fun. They've been just incredible, man. What's been your biggest takeaway from this Cavs team?
Man, biggest takeaway from the Cavs, probably. I think I'm shocked at how good the bench is this year.
Yeah.
I think more than anything, I watched Ty Jerome play basketball. I watched every single game. I've watched Ty Jerome play basketball, and I'm just like, hey, man, God, I wish this team had him last year. They'd be so much more fun to watch if they had him last year.
Dude, he has been legit. I was like, relatively high on him in terms of just like we didn't see him play really at all last year. So I was like, he could be helpful. He could be a decent bench player. He's come out here like freaking Stephen Curry. He's putting up like every game. He has like 10 points in his first 2 minutes. It's like, what's going on?
He had 20 last night. Last night.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the first couple minutes he's on the floor, he's on fire. And then they'll put him out there for garbage time, and he's still going like 110%, just cooking people. It's crazy. It's been a lot of fun.
Can I vent really quick? Am I allowed to vent on here?
Yeah. No, go ahead. You have the stage, man.
What was JB Bickerstaff doing last year?
Oh my God. I really don't know, man. I really can't believe that a coaching change has made this big of a difference. I know, to be fair to him, the players, they're getting the job done. So I don't know what JB was telling them to do, but they're doing everything right now. So it's been crazy, man. I feel bad. I feel bad because when you see someone take your job and just immediately excel at it, it's like, damn, what was I doing wrong?
Yeah, I watched Evan Mobley and I'm just like, hey, man.
Oh, we got another special guest. We got the full Q and Colb crossover.
Oh, here, I'm going to send you the invite. Q see me come in, so of course you got to try to come in too. That's crazy.
All right, I just invited you to the stage, so you should be able to join. Here he is. I think we can all agree Ty Jerome, maybe the greatest Cavalier to wear number.
Hey man, he's absolutely the best minimum signing the Cleveland Cavaliers have ever had. I think that's fair to say.
That
By
was
the
a
way,
nice pass right
can you
there.
guys hear me?
What's up,
Yeah.
man? How you doing?
Good, good. How's everybody doing? Tony, it's a pleasure to be on. Colb, already hating. It's crazy. It's the weekend. Why you hating? Why you just came on hating? Like, oh, hey, Quincy coming in just to ruin my shit. Damn, I want to support you. You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't even on the stage yet, and he was already hating.
It's crazy. I didn't even get my chance to talk. Colb already spewing negative talking points about me. It's incredible.
Hey, listen, this is how the pod goes, by the way, if y'all didn't know.
Yeah, both you guys can get your plugs in too. I appreciate you guys coming on. Q and Colb, check them out on YouTube. I don't know who wants to take the stage, but get your plugs in. I've been told I'm not good at letting people plug themselves. I tend to forget about it, so want to make sure you guys can get it out right away.
Hey man, we appreciate you letting us be shameless. We always appreciate that.
Yeah, make sure y'all check out Q and Colb. We do stuff Tuesdays, Thursdays. We're gonna do a lot of draft stuff, NFL stuff, NBA stuff. You know, we just kind of talk about sports and we try to do it in a way that's fun, right? You know, we talk about the serious things that go on in the sports world, but we try to have some fun with it, right? Because sometimes people just be too goddamn serious about this shit. Right?
Hey man. Oh, Evan Mobley on Dennis Schroeder? Yeah, that's what we like to see. That's what we like to see.
Bro, I saw Tony put out a post on Blue Sky, and he was like, "Yeah, you can't leave a mismatch."
Yep,
and I was like, "Bro, I forget who it was on the fucking Knicks. It was like a guard. I don't think it was Josh Hart. It wasn't even one of the big guards on the Knicks. It was like a small guard. I'm like, bro, like Evan Mobley just lost on the block, legitimately 1-on-1 to a guard, and now we're just looking at him destroy guys who are the same size. I'm just like, I used to pray for time like this.
We've come a long way, man. We've come such a long way.
Wow.
It reminds me too, because like I've had this conversation with you and like so many other people. Shout out to Ab, she does a great job on this stuff too. But I remember talking to people like, we have such a bad timeline on young basketball players because people just expect it to happen year one, year two, or something like that. And I'm like, these guys get drafted when they're like 19. Like, look at the timeline for almost every player. They don't become who you remember them being till like 4 or 5 years in. Like, even if they show promise early. And it's another example with Evan Mobley. Like, remember when people were like, "Oh, we should have took Scotty Barnes"? Like, I don't see nobody saying that shit no more, right? Like, it seems obvious.
But
that
Q,
Evan Mobley
Scotty Barnes made the All-Star team. Q, don't you know that? Didn't he make the All-Star team? Wouldn't you rather have him?
Yeah. I don't think even Toronto wants Scotty Barnes over Evan Mobley right now. Like, it looks like Evan's gonna clearly be the better player coming out. Like, it's just we come up with these narratives so fast, so early. Like the Darius Garland one where he was cooked. I remember me and Tony were like, it's kind of crazy that this off year has been turned into like he's done. And now we're looking at Darius and he's playing much, much better now that he's healthy. And it makes sense, right? Like Kenny Atkinson has put the pieces in the right place. Like this team, I don't know what it is that's specifically that different. It just looks so much more functional when you watch them out there.
Yeah, I mean, it was always crazy that people like. I get if you were down on DG last year because you had every right to be. The man was really struggling for various reasons. Even if you don't want to give him the excuse of breaking his jaw and losing 15 pounds, like there was a lot going on that year, and so it was foolish to sell all your stock. He was clearly capable of being a better player. Like I remember. Oh, yeah, DG only had one good season. People just completely forgetting how good he looked next to Donovan Mitchell. I know Justin Rowan talks about it all the time. That season just gets thrown out of the history books for some reason for some people, but he's killing it. Same thing with Mobley, like you said, the timeline for these young players. I get every once in a while we get a player who comes in right away and he's a superstar. But for the vast majority of players, even just at the all-star level, like if Evan Mobley becomes an all-star, like we think he is, sometimes it takes time. These guys usually don't just come out and within their first 2 years, they're a stud. Like it takes time for some of these guys.
Think about how different of a player somebody like LeBron, who is about as ready-made as a prospect can ever be in the NBA, was from like his first 7 years in Cleveland to like after those 4 years with the Heat when he came back. All of a sudden, Bron got a consistent jumper. He could shoot threes. Like it felt like he was a consistently different player. And that's LeBron. Like if LeBron isn't going to be everything LeBron's going to be 4 years into the league, I don't know why we're like, oh yeah, Evan Mobley, he's just going to be this way. Especially when he was clearly still physically developing. What's up, Colb?
I got a better example. For you.
What's up?
If Kobe Bryant played in this era, like his rookie season, people would have wanted Kobe traded. Hey, you gotta cut this dude. He didn't live. He not gonna be what they said he was gonna be, man. We can't. He airballed his first 3 shots. We can't.
The Charlotte Hornets won this trade. There,
the Hornets won the trade, dog. Like,
it would have been disgusting.
Who's this Kobe Bryant dude?
And people would be calling it a fucking wash. Like we're so the discourse on the internet about sports is just so cooked nowadays, man. Like, because like people really would have been doing that, like going in on Kobe, like, oh yes, he's really just a role player or whatever.
He's not that good.
How when people have them shitty takes, they double down when he started playing good. It's like it's really because he's eating off Shaq, right? Like it's just would have been all kind of like the dumb narrative that was going around when Kobe was around. That wasn't the main narrative. Would be the main narrative today because the dumb people have gotten the control of the megaphone nowadays. Like, if that's just kind of where we are. But yeah, with Evan, it was just, I thought it was obvious. Like, if he just got a couple pounds on him, he's going to be a much different player. It looks like he's like physically
everybody
bigger.
Said that. Everybody was like, hey, man, he's weak. Like, that's
people just thought he was going to gain 40 pounds overnight. Like, oh my God, it's going to take like 3 years. Like,
I mean, he could gain 40 pounds in a year. I can guarantee you it's not going to be good weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could do it.
Gain all that muscle. Like people, like Giannis took such a long time. I remember when people were like ready to be out on the whole Giannis experiment. Like it's just we just aren't accustomed to waiting for things, and basketball kind of requires that you have to wait because we draft these dudes at 19 years old. Mm-hmm. And like, just think about you at 19 compared to like 25 and your ability to do a job professionally. It would be vastly different. That's the same thing with these players. I mean, I just saw the commercial pop up with Jalen Brunson, right? Like we thought he had a definitive ceiling when he left the Dallas Mavericks. Now we don't even recognize the version of him that was playing down there. It's just basketball players specifically, they're so young that we just forget that and we just count the years that they're in the league and like treat it like football. But like it's not football. It's just so different, like how these dudes develop and how long it takes. And I think that's been the beautiful thing about this Cavs team is that it feels like there were some growing pains, but now these pieces are just kind of clicking into place and they've been around each other young enough in their development to where they've learned to develop their skill set around what works with who they have. So despite the fact that this is a bit of an unconventional fit, it looks great because they've been in this fit with this Cavs team for a very long time, right? Evan Mobley just kind of seamlessly fit in once he got drafted. But this has been a core to this team that's existed for 3 years. So they've developed their game around what these guys can do around each other. And you finally get a coach in there that can put the right lineups out there and get them in place in the right spots. And it looks beautiful. And I don't know, like, is our coach the Karis LeVert whisperer? Like, is he the only character? Is he controlling that Loot Crate box? Because he seems to consistently get Reggie Miller out of him. It is kind of nuts.
Yeah, he gets the right pull every time, man. I don't get it. He just knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
And to be
'cause,
fair
like,
though, he
JB
did
was
this with the
getting
Nets too, though. He did this.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like Kenny Atkinson just might be like he just might be like what with the Phil Jackson to Karis LeVert because he just knows what buttons to push. Like I bet he just be saying wild shit to Karis before these games go off.
So Q, you telling me that we didn't hire Kenny Atkinson? They didn't hire Kenny Atkinson to get the most out of Evan Mobley. They hired Kenny Atkinson to get the most out of Karis LeVert
and Jared Allen. It was like, yeah, we gonna get those two pieces right, and then everything else is gonna click into place. And we can joke all we want, but the Cavs are a legitimately different team when Karis LeVert is making shots. Because all of a sudden now the bench is good, right? Like,
you know what I think? You know what I
good.
think helps? You know what I think helps Karis more than anything? Last year in those bench lineups, a lot of the times, like he was the main, like he was the primary ball handler in those bench lineups.
Yeah, it was Karis LeVert time.
Yeah, and now you got Ty Jerome who could kind of like put Karis. And I don't want to say it like this, but put Karis in his place a little bit. Like, no, give me the ball. Let's slow this down just a little bit.
You're not
you know
going to have Karis in the mindset of I gotta make it happen, right? Like that's what Karis hurt you is when he get that damn ball and think he gotta make it happen, and he start doing all kind of wild shit with the basketball. And I think Kenny kind of understands that. Like it's kind of the joke we had with Ty Lue when he was here, when he was the J.R. Smith whisperer, when he understood, okay, you gotta keep J.R. engaged, but you definitely don't gotta let J.R. touch the ball a ton. Right, like that. There's a balance there with how you have to work with certain players, and he seriously like seems to understand. Like, okay, well, this is how you get the most out of Karis, and put him in a position to be successful in a way where I think JB fell in love with the fact that he could sometimes put up 40 and kind of just treated Darius Garland, but Karis LeVert like bench Darius Garland, where he's like just get the ball and do whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's perfect. A perfect way to describe it is under JB, and I don't want to just attack JB all night. I feel like I've done a lot of attacking JB over the last two games.
It's not even intentional, though.
Is it attacking?
We got to compare it to last year. It is like,
yeah.
It's not like we like JB's terrible. It's just like, well, they are 10-0. Like,
yeah,
like,
I mean,
like, come on, bro. What are we supposed to say? Like, listen, we never want to attack a black man who just lost his job. But I have to say, I have to be honest.
Hey.
Kenny's cooking, bro. I don't know what else we can say, dog.
And then even on that front, Colb, he got a job again. So, like, you know what? I don't really like. It is what it is. Like, he out there.
Bounce right back.
Can't get triple doubles. I'm watching. Can't get triple doubles. It's cool.
He's gonna be great for the development of that team. It's gonna be unfortunate when that brother lose that job once they're ready to compete. But for right now, I'm happy for him.
Do you think the Pistons watching the Cavs like,
Hey, bro,
right.
Wouldn't we be doing the same exact thing if we were in their position?
Absolutely.
Could you imagine? Like, imagine if the Browns like hired like Mike McCarthy or something like that, and then the Cowboys went 20-0 or some shit after they fired Mike McCarthy. We'd be like, what the hell did we just do? Like.
Yeah, that can't feel good for the Pistons fans. I never even thought of that too. That's hilarious.
Yeah, and they
got rid of him and
hired the problem.
They watching the Cavs like, wait a second, hold on, wait 1 minute. Why they 11-0?
We joke. This is why Mark Jackson does not have a job coaching in the NBA.
Good point.
Facts.
This is exactly what happened when he lost his job in Golden State. They became one of the biggest dynasties to ever exist. Strictly right after he left. And it's not like they was butt when he was there, but it was clearly better when he wasn't.
Oof, man, poor JB, bro.
JB. Beyond, and this is beyond the margin of doubt at this point. Like you can't look at this Cavs team and think to yourself like, oh, they would have did this with JB. Like it's beyond the margin of doubt here. Yeah, it's not that JB's not a good coach or not a talented coach, but it just wasn't the right spot for him at this moment in time. It's just unfortunate but fortunate because I'd rather the Cavs be 10-0 to protect JB's ego. It's just kind of just where it is, where it's like, hey, bro, it's just happening in the most stark way possible, and I feel bad for you, but not that bad.
Yeah, when it was 5-0, it was like, you started questioning things. Now that they're 10-0, you're like, all right, hold on.
Bro,
What
when they
the hell
put
were
up
they doing last
82
year?
points on the Warriors in one half of basketball, you were like, yeah, man, we were never doing that under JB.
Bro, do people
Also,
understand that the Warriors had the number 2 rated defense in the league coming into that
Yep.
game?
yeah, it's kind of crazy. And also, I would like to point out, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but the Cavs seem to have an easier job with penalties this year.
Oh yeah, the rest don't seem to be against them.
I'm telling you, dog. JB was out there being a jerk on his sideline.
They don't seem to be against them. They don't seem to be against them.
When you get league pass and they play on that MSG network, you hear what JB be saying. I'm like,
JB is all over them.
Oh.
Every play. Every time the camera
God.
cuts to him, he's yelling at somebody.
I'm just like, oh my! I want to know. I want to look it up for the Detroit Pistons. I'm gonna have to call my guy Cody, who does beat work for them, and ask him, "Hey man, have you noticed an increase in penalties, like in foul calls, like in missed foul calls? Like is Cunningham getting slammed to the floor and nobody's calling it? Because like, remember, like every time Evan Mobley would like try to defend somebody in the post, it would just be like the most ticky-tack foul you ever see get called on like Evan Mobley. Meanwhile, Darius Garland gets fucking power drived in the middle of the court and nothing happens. I'm like, I haven't seen that all year yet.
Hey, Cam Thomas is a bucket, dog.
Yeah,
He is
he is
bucket.
unconscious. He'll shoot anything, and I respect him for it.
Oh,
He's keeping
man.
shot chucking alive in the NBA, and I'm all for it. That's real hoops.
I respect the shot chuckers, man. We need more of those. We need more of those in the league. We really do.
Does not care about efficiency. All he's doing is getting his numbers.
Man.
Ty Jerome, though, man.
Why Ty Jerome backpedaled just like George Niang?
He's faster at it, though.
It's just like watching like a small George Niang just back.
Hey, no. Did y'all see Jared Allen try to throw a lob to George Niang earlier? Did y'all see that?
I did.
Oh my God!
Well, I have a theory on that.
Ryan,
I have a theory on that.
Ryan, dog. What's the theory?
So here's what we were going over, right? Jarrett knew that there was no way in hell Niang was catching that, but it raises Niang's spirits to know that his teammates trust him like that. He's like, I'm going to boost his morale right here and make him think that I really thought he could catch that lob. It's just all about getting his chemistry up.
It's all about chemistry, man. I respect it. I respect it.
You know what? That's the top tier locker room guy moves right there. You know, you gotta give him a chance.
In the league.
You know, now next time when he complained that you didn't throw it to him, you can have a tangible example of like when it didn't work out. Be like, remember the Brooklyn game? Ooh, it's a nice rebound. Did they seem more like physical to you this year? Like I hate talking about it because like the way that people kind of fetishize physicality about the Cavs and act like they didn't have any kind of physicality last year. But I'm like, when they have the opportunities to finish strong at the rim this year, or like get a strong rebound, like not like try to like just softly guide it in, they seem more apt to do it, is what I'm noticing too. Like
Mobley for sure.
Yeah.
Mobley and Garland, honestly, because Garland, like we talked about it a whole bunch, but you get hit in the face, you break your jaw, you lose all that weight. It's going to be tough to finish at the rim. This year, he definitely seems like he's bounced back in that regard. And I think Mobley has just gotten stronger.
He's more confident in the fact that he's strong, too. Like, I think he's starting to actually believe that he's strong. Because I don't think he was as weak as he thought he was at times
last year. He was timid. He was so timid last year.
Where he was like, oh, no, they're going to be able to overpower me. But now it's just like, no, I'm Evan Mobley. I'm just going to get this right now. And once he get there, I mean, it's going to be crazy. Like, he's already an all-world defender. Like, the fact that he can potentially give you 17 to 20 a night, I mean, that's kind of just bonus. But that's the kind of stuff that really does change your ceiling as a basketball team.
Can I apologize to Isaac Okoro? Am I allowed to do that?
Of course you can. That's why I brought you here.
Man,
I know you saw him creating out of the pick and roll right there.
Man, I was like, bro, you know what? Maybe I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I was wrong.
No, it is funny because like no one on the Nets cared about guarding him, but he made a good read, and that's all that you need out of him.
Maybe Kenny is just like empowering these dudes to like, hey, you don't have to stand in the corner. Like you're allowed to just like do stuff. You can try to make some things happen if you want. You know what I mean?
It's like if no one's going to guard you, let's put him in the middle of the floor then, rather than stand in the corner. Let's see what you can do.
You can make plays for
That's
others.
been the big change.
You're allowed to make plays for your teammates. That's fine. I'm not gonna get mad at you for doing it. I promise.
Yeah. One thing that I love that Kenny's been doing is he's been talking a lot about how he wants other players outside of Garland and Mitchell to bring the ball up the floor, whether that's Mobley, Okoro. He's letting Niang take the ball up the floor. And the whole point of that is because then you can have Garland and Mitchell, come off a screen or catch with an advantage that they're not. Everything last year was just attacking the defense from a standstill. Now you can let someone else handle the ball, let them, get their defender chasing, and then run something.
Yeah, it's really
That's
like
a beautiful move.
Rest in peace, Hubie Brown passed away last year, right?
I'll look that up real quick.
I don't believe so.
It's kind of like a Betty White situation where you like,
he's still alive.
He's still alive. Bro, did you just try to kill off
91?
Did you just try to kill off
91.
Hubie Brown, bro? Did you just try to kill off Hubie Brown?
No, what's the Zach Fox quote? Like, R.I.P. Betty White, I know it's coming up. But
his son passed away. Maybe that's what you saw.
Yeah, now that's super unfortunate. Like, but he always has this line about the ball having energy, and that's one of the truest basic fundamentals in basketball. What you see at the Cavs is everybody believes that they can get the ball and do something with it. Darius about to just smack that three. Nope.
Evan Mobley has a double-double at halftime, by the way. Just want to throw that out there. Just want to put that out there.
The agenda
I've
comes
not
first.
heard from the Evan Mobley's a buzz crowd in so.
Hey, no, bro. Did you see Domo? Did you see Domo on the timeline?
I did not.
Celebrating Evan Mobley, talking about this is all I wanted. This is all I've been waiting for so long. Because he dunked. He went coast to coast.
He did the Donovan Mitchell Shaq interview where he's like, "I hated on you so you could do this."
Yeah. Nobody saw that Okoro air ball, right? We're gonna erase the tape right there.
I'm about to watch it right now.
I definitely saw it. I actually definitely.
Oh yeah, I can give you guys
Are
you guys watching the game on the screen right now or on your TV?
I'm watching TV.
I can give you a league pass to watch on the screen, unless you want to just keep watching on your TV. However you want to do it.
I mean, if that makes it better for everybody.
Yeah, here.
I'm about to peace out right when halftime starts.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm just gonna finish this one out on the television set. But
that sounds good.
On the television set. Well, I say shit that make me sound old.
On the television set.
I'm telling you. Oldest 29-year-old I know.
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
going to give you the VIP just in case you end up coming back for another game. You'll have it ready to go.
Oh,
also,
yeah,
Colb,
definitely.
You're free to stay as long as you want, or if you don't want to get out of here too. I don't want to hold you the whole time, but you're welcome to stay as well. I appreciate both you guys coming on. It's a lot of fun. I was doing these solo the last game and this game, so it's nice to have some other people join.
Man, you should have just hit us. You should have just hit us up. Like, hey, y'all want to watch the game with me?
That's what I did today. Yesterday, I was like, I got this. I'll do it solo. And it went fine. It went good. But today, I was like, you know what? 2 days in a row, I'm going to start hitting people up. I'm going to see what Q and Colb are doing.
Bro, I watched every single game. I watched every single Cavs game. So this is nothing. Like, I was already going to watch it.
Yeah.
Tristan
perfect,
Thompson,
man. I mean,
first
anytime you guys want to join, just hop in.
Oh.
Yeah, Tristan's been on a generational run off the bench this year.
Look, he's don't
really
even wear the same warm-ups as the young dudes. He got the warm-ups from 2016 on right now, right? Like, Tristan out here like, nah, man. Like, he got the bench warmer warm-ups. Like, you got to respect the game there. He got swag just for bench warming, and that's special. Like, when it's Tristan on the bench. Everybody else got them gray T-shirts on.
This is the role that Tristan wanted to play last year, but they had no depth, so he was out there playing 15 minutes a night. That was not what he thought he was signing up for.
Tristan pick out his bench outfit like he pick out his uniform because he definitely not trying to play minutes no more. Like, I feel like that's why he took the PEDs last year, so he could make it known, hey, I can't play no more, but I am going to offer a bunch of enthusiasm off the bench.
He's been killing it this year, man.
All right, man. I'm about to peace out. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thanks for joining, Q. It was a lot of fun.
About time. Jesus.
Right back to Hayden as soon as he leaves.
Nah, he going to remind me about that when we do the pod. 100%.
All All right, I'm gonna do some box score reading real quick since it's halftime. The Cavs only up by 2 now. They went on a little mini avalanche there for a second, but they're only up by 2 now. Mobley, like Colb says, he has a double-double, 13 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Perfect from the floor, 5 of 5. Coro, only 3 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound. Bit of a quiet night for him. Wait, hold on. Let me hit refresh. I got to make sure this is right. I got to make sure ESPN's not lying to me right now. Jared Allen, 0 points, 1 rebound. Is that real?
No wonder Evan Mobley got a double-double because Jared's not grabbing no rebounds.
What the hell is he doing out there? He's just getting cardio. That's weird. You don't see Jared Allen have a stat line like that very often at all.
I do wonder, I think it's a great thing that they have Mobley and Allen on the same team because if one of them's having a bad game, the other one's usually picking up the slack.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the value is that for 48 minutes, pretty much, you have one of them on the floor. You have an elite rim protector, elite two-way, rim runner, basically. And then you get to play both of them together at times. And it's just really difficult to score in the paint. This is definitely the most quiet night Allen has had so far to start the year. So hopefully he turns it up in the second half. Not sure what happened. He's not even in foul trouble. But yeah, Garland, 10 points, 2 assists. Donovan Mitchell has 17. He had 15 in the first quarter. No one else is really doing too much. You got Sam Merrill, 6 points off the bench. LeVert, 4 points, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. He was doing a little bit of everything there for a minute. But yeah, all around a competitive first half. Hopefully the Cavs can keep this streak alive. I was saying at the top, the Nets are a little better than you'd expect. They're 4-5 right now. They just went to overtime against Boston. So they're not a team that you can kind of just take the night off against. You do have to get up and play them. They've been pretty competitive. So still on top, up by 2. So hopefully the Cavs keep this going.
Okay, Tony, I got a question for you.
All right, let's hear it.
It might be a little premature, but I was thinking about this yesterday when they was blowing out the Warriors. The Cavs are going to have at least in one All-Star, probably multiple if they keep this up. But because they're so balanced and because they're like there's not one guy doing a bunch of the heavy lifting every night, it's usually like somebody else having a hot hand every night. I wonder how that's going to impact like All-Star selections for them.
Yeah, I was thinking the same exact thing today because if you're like, let's just say that they did the voting right now and you were trying to decide like how many All-Stars does this team get? They're the best team in the NBA right now. They're perfect 10-0. It's kind of tough because I would say Donovan Mitchell's the lock. Like he's going to be
100%.
an All-Star every year. But then after that, because it's been so balanced and spread out, like I kind of think it's kind of between Darius and Mobley. But then at the same time, like Jared Allen, he's that reliable, like 15 and 12 every night. There's some nights where Darius might only have like 10 points. There's some nights where Mobley might only have 10 points. Jared Allen, almost every night's getting his 15 and 12. So when it comes to the voting, like Jared Allen, he does seem to get some respect in the voting when it comes down to it. Like he made the All-Star team in 2021. So I think it's going to be interesting because they'll probably end up splitting votes between each other. Like that might end up costing them in the long run because you're going to have some players and coaches who vote for, or it's the coaches and the media that vote for All-Star, right? The reserves.
I thought the coaches, do the coaches not just pick anymore?
I'm not sure. Let me see if I can find that out real quick.
Because I thought they still picked the reserves.
I'm Googling it right now. But yeah, I mean, even each NBA head coach voted for 7 players in their conference. So they basically pick. And so the thing is, you're probably going to have some coaches who vote Mobley, but not Garland or Allen. You're going to have some coaches who vote for Garland. And that might end up hurting them in the long run. Hopefully they end up getting at least 2. It'd be a crime if they're the best team in the NBA come All-Star break and they only have Donovan Mitchell out there. I would say Allen would be the odd man out for me. Like at most, if they get 3, it would be Garland, Mitchell, Mobley. If they get 4, that would be awesome. But I'm going to say probably put the ceiling at 3.
some people were throwing out, you know what I'm saying? They were throwing out 2015 Hawks.
Yeah, 5 All-Stars.
I'm like,
Okoro's in
nah,
there. Ty
they're
Jerome.
not going to get 5. They're not going to get 5. Donovan Mitchell's 100% the lock. I agree with you there. I probably would. I don't know who I would give the nod between Mobley and Darius. I think the coaches would probably want to put Mobley in if it's close, because it'll be his first time going. But I think they both deserve to go, to be completely honest with you.
That's what I'm thinking. Like part of me is trying to check that Cavs bias and only give them 2 All-Stars. So I'm like, it'd be crazy if they get 3. But I mean, really, if they have the best record in the NBA and Mobley's a Defensive Player of the Year candidate, he's averaging 17.9 points per game. So basically 18 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. Like that's All-Star numbers right there. Darius is averaging 20.5 points, 7 assists. That's All-Star numbers. I don't really see why all 3 of them couldn't make it, for being fair. I'd have
Plus,
Garland
you also
over
have to
Mitchell in
consider
the All-Star game. Dan Highway says that's debatable. Like if we're talking just this season, Donovan Mitchell's going to get in because of reputation. Like he might be a starter. But if we were trying to judge just off the season, that's a little closer. But yeah,
if a guy has a reputation of always going, and Donovan Mitchell has a reputation of always being an All-Star, he's going to be an All-Star. Like if they are the number 1 seed in the East, if they stay that way, not saying they're going to, but if they do, he is 100% going because he has the star power on the team. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna go. Man,
I agree.
Man, I think Mobley's gonna make it if he can keep this up. I think he's gonna make it.
The defense aspect of it, I think, would probably seal the deal there when it comes to the coaches. Like they're going to recognize he's had the reputation of being one of the best defenders in the NBA. And now he's averaging 18 to 20 points per game. I feel like he'll end up getting the nod there. But again, I think we might get 3. I really, it's a big if, but if they are still the best team in the NBA at that point, I really don't see why they couldn't get 3.
I'm not going to lie about this either. The East is so bad.
It's been horrible.
I think that would help them out a ton if this continues. Because man, the East is
a good point.
There's guys who made it last year that I don't think would make it. That I don't think would make it this year at all.
Yeah, Scotty probably won't make it again. Did Jimmy Butler make it last year?
He might have. I want to look that up.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but like he's someone who could potentially fall out. Right now in the East, the only 2 teams that have won more games than they've lost are the Cavs and the Celtics. Every other team, the Knicks are 4-4. Every other team is below 500. So there's 3 teams above 500 in the East right now. That's gross. Halliburton's having a bad season. Dan points out.
Okay, so here's who made it in the East, right? Giannis. The Bucks suck, but he's gonna make it.
But they do
the
suck.
Bucks suck.
Dame's not making it.
Bam Adebayo
last year. Bam.
He's shooting below 40% from the field, so he's not making it.
Really?
And he replaced Joel. Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
Who's also probably
gonna get replaced again.
Yeah, he's probably gonna get replaced again.
I mean, we'll see.
Tyrese made it.
Maxey?
Tyrese Halliburton made it. Damian Lillard made it.
Yeah, he's not making it this year. No chance.
Jason Tatum made it. He's going to make it again. Like Scotty made it. He's not making it again. Paolo made it.
Oh, forgot about him. He's injured right now.
Yeah, he's out for like 4 more weeks. So I don't think he might not make it just because he didn't play enough.
That's going to be interesting because he put up like a 50-point game before he got hurt. So that'll be interesting to watch.
Yeah, that's a questionable one. We'll see what happens with that. Jaylen Brown, he's going to make it.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson, he's probably going to make it too. Tyrese Maxey,
I haven't watched too many Sixers games yet, so I can't really say, but Maxey is like, is it going to be Maxey or Garland? If the Sixers are like a play-in team at that point, kind of feel like Garland gets the nod, but I guess we'll have to see. The NBA, the media tends to love Tyrese Maxey, and I get it because he's a lot of fun to watch.
Julius Randle made it.
He's gone.
He's gone.
I don't think he'll make it either in the West.
I don't think he's gonna make it. And then Trae Young was an injury replacement.
Yeah, I forgot Trae Young. See, I would take Darius over Trae Young. The funny thing is that Trae Young is actually like such a good player for the All-Star game. Like he's just like that type of player is like built for an All-Star format. But I would take Darius over him.
Trae's got good numbers, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Does he?
He has great numbers.
He always puts up insane numbers. Let me check this. I got to see this.
That's why it's difficult to keep him out because the numbers are so crazy. Like, what do you
25 and 11? Yeah, this man is just a stat sheet stuffer.
Yeah, if they're not tough. Terrible, he's gonna make it.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's tough to keep him out the All-Star game, man. He always gets back in there.
Yeah, I think the Cavs can get 3. I think they can get 3.
Because Julius is gone. I don't think Dame's going to make it. I don't think Scotty Barnes is going to make it. Tyrese Maxey might not make it. Joel Embiid will probably need to be replaced. Bam is a little questionable. We'll see if he turns it around. Paolo, we'll see if he gets enough runway to like actually get, because the voting starts in like January, I think. So Paolo's already got 4 more weeks. It's already almost December. It's kind of crazy. This year's flying by. So we'll see.
Yeah. Is there anybody who's having a good season that I'm forgetting in the conference? I'm not thinking about.
Let me look at some of these teams real quick. Try to think about it.
Maybe Franz. LaMelo for sure is going to make it.
Yeah, they're 4 and 5 right now. If they stay in the race here, he's been great to start. Yeah, he'll definitely end up making it.
28, 5, and 6. Jesus.
Yeah. I owe him an apology. I wasn't even a LaMelo hater, but he has surpassed my expectations this season. I was kind of down on him.
Yeah, it's just been like he hasn't played a ton of games.
Yeah.
Like in the last 2 years combined, he's played 58 games.
Yeah, he just keeps getting injured. The vibes have been weird. Like last year, the vibes were really weird in Charlotte, but they're off to a pretty solid start here. Again, the East kind of sucks. Again, like only 3 teams are above 500, but it's early. I mean, they're only 1 game below.
Let me see. Cade Cunningham too.
I do like Cade. Where the Pistons, they're 4 and 6. Okay, JB's got him playing over there.
23, 7, and 8. Listen,
yeah,
he got a shot.
I still believe in Cade. I do still believe in him.
Yeah, I don't know why people think he's bad at basketball. I think that's crazy.
He hasn't had a team at all. Like, and he's a guy who needs spacing around him. And the Pistons have just had like the worst shooters in the world around him for the last 3 years. Now they finally put some shooters around him, and you're seeing some early success there.
Yeah. 3 straight triple doubles. His efficiency number, I mean, you can't even get mad because he's shooting like 47% from the field.
Yeah. Yeah, he's such a crafty player.
I mean, like Cade could make it as long as they're decent. Trying to see, is there anybody else? Franz?
I haven't paid enough attention. I'm gonna say no because I feel like since Paolo went out, how have the Magic been playing? Maybe I'm out of the loop there.
They're terrible. They can't win. Like they can't win games without Paolo there.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna hurt his chances right there.
His numbers,
I feel like he hasn't made
the last 3. His numbers the last 3 have been better, but that's also because he's taking a bunch more shots now.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. But I don't think there's anybody else, unless chat knows somebody.
Yeah, if you guys think of anyone, feel free to drop some names.
Let me see.
I mean, like the Miami Heat could come out of nowhere again and become good again, and Jimmy makes it in, and things get a little tougher there. Paul George, like I don't think Paul George is playing at an all-star level, but like he could end up going on an all-star run.
little sloppy. Cavs starting a little sloppy, but it's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna need them to lock in at some point here. This is the type of game where you take your eye off the ball and the streak ends.
Let's see. Man, stop calling all these fouls.
Cam Thomas, he's got how many points? 11 points so far tonight, 2 of 7. He's gonna get more shots up. He was quiet. I was keeping track of it. He only took 2 shots in the first quarter, I think. I was stunned.
He's probably gonna take like 10 shots this quarter. I can see it.
Yeah. he's gonna get him up there one way or another. Dennis Schroeder's been playing really good too for them. He's got 14 already.
Can't wait for him to be a Laker again.
Yeah, you guys got to find a trade for D'Lo, man.
Oh my god,
It's been tough.
I've been waiting for 2 years for this man to get traded, dog.
They should have done it last year. I was thinking about that today too. It's like you got to rip the Band-Aid off, man. It's not going to work.
He can't guard a soul, bro. Cannot guard a soul.
I saw a 2-minute clip of just him getting backdoor cut. And it wasn't even like a montage of different games. It was just 2 straight minutes in the same game. Every time down the court, he was getting beat backdoor. And he threw in a couple missed 3-pointers along the way. So it's tough out there. It's good D right there from Mobley.
Oh, good shot. I can't even be mad at that.
That's a tough shot right there. All right, the Nets jumping out in front here. We got Mobley bringing the ball up the floor. Oh. Ah, man. That was a beautiful pass. He kind of fumbled it. Oh, and he got called for the foul. Yeah, this is a rough game for Allen. I don't really see where the foul is, but...
Yeah, that didn't look like a foul to me. I'm not even going to lie.
Oh, nice steal.
Okay.
A little awkward right there. Oh, come on. Oh,
wow.
Someone's got to make a layup. Damn.
Timeout.
No, he's letting them play.
Okay.
All right. You might need a timeout after this.
Yeah.
that was deflating. All right, come on, Allen. Get something going for yourself here. Get a stop.
Wow. Ooh. Timeout.
I was about to say you'll live with that, but he made him pay. Yeah, there's the timeout. Damn. That's a catastrophe right there. It's the opposite of a Cavalanche. 10-0 run. Or 12-0 run, I think. Yeah, 12-0 this quarter.
Man. Well, they're not going to win every game.
It's true.
They'll have to settle for 81-1. It's okay.
No, they got this one. Yeah. Just wait till Ty Jerome checks back in. He hasn't really. Ty Jerome's 0 points. 0 for 2. He'll turn that around. See, League Pass is nice because you don't even have to watch the commercials. You don't have to get hit with the same Ken Ganley Kia commercial every break.
Bro, how do you I wonder how they do it where you can watch League Pass on here. You can watch the CAVS game on League Pass on here because you can't do it on mine.
Yeah, that's what the VIP thing's for. This is through Fear the Sword. So I just know that they hooked us up with like we basically, we don't have to deal with the local blackouts and we get 20 of these little passes that we can give to people in the chat. So it's pretty cool.
Man, this is
Because
dope.
otherwise it would be blacked out for us, which is the dumbest thing in the world. Don't even get me started on how stupid League Pass is. You can watch every other team besides the one that you want to watch. It's a very silly product.
Yeah, shelling out my money for FanDuel Sports Network isn't the greatest thing in the world, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it's man, the fact that it's been like 3 years now of FanDuel, aka Bally, cutting away from the live action to show a replay or a close up of someone on the bench. I'm like, they're playing basketball right now. I want to see what's happening. It's silly.
All right. Comeback starts now.
Yeah, they got to get something going here. The Cavs, they had 34 points in the first quarter, just 23 in the second, and so far 3 minutes into the third, 0 points. So that offense got to get rolling. Did you see they have the highest offensive rating in league history so far? Start the year.
I love like the stats through 10 games. Like, man, this is the best offense in NBA history.
That small sample size, man. You throw in a game where you're up by 40 at one point, and those analytics are going to go crazy.
I love how Austin just like, I like how he just like subtly disrespects whoever the opponent is.
Yeah. Macy's great, man. I love having him on the call.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they're picking people up real far above the 3-point line. Trap there on Mitchell. All right, come on, Mobley.
Okay,
Knights.
Mobley. There we go.
That's what we're here to see.
Man, give Evan Mobley the ball, man. Uh-oh.
Oh, let's go. Great defense right there. Sam Merrill did a good job chasing off that screen. I'm not sure who he was guarding. Sometimes the stream freezes a little bit. That sucks.
Yeah, they're taking that one
unfortunate.
away. They are taking that one away.
Brooklyn's got a decent defense. I was looking, they're 16th, so they're basically just middle of the pack, but they got a lot of good wing defenders. So I was wondering if that would bother the Cavs a little bit tonight.
It might be having a little bit of an impact, you know what I mean? Just maybe a little bit.
They're playing up there, kind of harassing DG and Mitchell so far.
You can't even use the second night of a back-to-back.
Yeah, because they played overtime last night, and the Cavs barely even had to play. Pretty sure all the starters last night for Cleveland played 30 minutes or less.
That's basically what they've been doing all season, though, right?
Yeah, they've all been like under 35 every game, pretty much. Because Kenny, he's got this rotation playing like 10 guys every night, and it's very consistent. Like every start of the second quarter, it's the second unit out there. Sam Merrill and Karis LeVert come in like 6 minutes into the first quarter. They're running shifts. Which is nice to see because I know a lot of people would really complain about the load that Mitchell was carrying last year, especially the minutes. His minutes weren't really that crazy compared to other stars, but it was mainly the way that they relied on him. Like, it's not just that the Cavs are playing fewer minutes now for their starters. It's also like Donovan Mitchell doesn't have to do everything on his own anymore. Everyone else is involved. Mobley's handling the ball. Garland, getting easier opportunities off the ball. Not tonight, but entering this game, that was the case.
Man. Is this the most they've been down in a game so far this year?
I'm pretty sure Milwaukee, maybe I'm misremembering. Didn't Milwaukee get them down?
Was it like 16?
Yeah, it was
Maybe?
something like that. I'm pretty sure they were trailing Milwaukee. Maybe I'm misremembering. Oh, and they were down 14 to the Knicks. Yeah. Ooh, Mobley.
Woo! I'm telling you, man. Give Evan Mobley the ball.
Oh, you know what it was? It was that first Milwaukee game when Dame had like 20 points in the first quarter. I'm pretty sure they went down by like 16. Oh, in and out. Dodged a bullet right there. Here comes Point Mobley. Nah, he gave it up too soon. All right, nice.
Ugh.
Good defense right there. Karis LeVert's been having. I really owe him an apology, and I've said it the last few streams, but I'll just keep saying it because I did not want him on this team anymore, and this man has completely proven me wrong. Not right there, but
he's still having a great season. Definitely having a great season.
Man, Cam Johnson, this is his tryout.
Come get me.
That's how he's playing. Come on, Dean. There we go. No hesitation from Dean. That's his first points of the night. Hopefully Jared Allen comes in here. I see him checking in. Hopefully he comes in and starts playing like himself. That would really turn things around.
Man, Claxton has
he
nothing.
Shut him off. He completely shut him off right there.
Ooh, good bucket.
Man, he is in his bag tonight.
Ooh. Yeah, this is definitely the audition game.
All right, DG.
Can they get it like around 5 before the quarter's over?
Starting to generate some offense now after that dry spell right there.
Honestly, they need to get stops. That's about it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I was about to say, man, this is going to start getting out of hand.
So he makes that. It's just going to be one of them kind of games.
Yeah, shots going in would help, but they do got to get some stops too. They've already given up 20 points this quarter. I wonder what the most points they've given up in a quarter is this season because it can't be very high.
It probably had to be against the Bucks if I had to guess.
Yeah, that would be my guess. That was dirty. Come on, Jarrett. All right. At least he got to the free throw line. He's missing some bunnies.
Is Jared Allen all right? Like, is he good?
He's got to be sick, man. I think Dean Wade gave him the flu. He looks a little lethargic.
He's been dunking everything this year, man.
Yeah.
My uncle's texting me. He's like, they better not lose their first game to Brooklyn, not the Nets, man.
Yeah, man. That's how these win streaks end, man. It's always the team that you wouldn't expect. Catch you off guard.
Shout out Wayside Furniture.
That was a good pass. There we go, Jarrett.
Ooh.
Maybe that'll get him going. Oh, Cam
Uh-oh.
Thomas loves those shots. He's been waiting all game to take one of those. Awesome block from Jarrett. He's done that like once every game.
Let's see.
Here we go.
There we go.
Coming alive now.
Just get it around 5, y'all. You don't got to get it all back right now.
I feel like you can already see the energy starting to build momentum. Oh, my stream just froze.
Oh, that's easy.
Oh,
That
it came back to a
easy.
dunk.
Come on, J.A.
Yes. Oh, here you go. Effort play. Wow, he kept that in bounds? Oh, no way. He just stole it right back from him.
There we go. There we go.
Things are starting to trend in the right direction.
Ooh. Only down 9. It's not insurmountable. You can bounce back.
Yeah, someone on the YouTube chat said if Brooklyn can come back from down 15, the Cavs can come back from 12. So they're about one Cavalanche away from retaking the lead.
I wonder who's going to be the one who inspires the comeback here. Donovan still only got 17. That's kind of shocking.
Yeah, he had 15 in that opening quarter. Are you familiar with the Cavaliers on the screen right now?
Who are these people?
This stuff gets crazy. I don't know how you discover that you can do all this, but definitely one of the better like timeout entertainments. Cavs put on a show.
Listen, good song choice. I'll give him that. I would be so terrified to do this.
Yeah, there's no way.
That looks like it looks dope. The way they shoot, the way they're shooting it in the stadium, like that looks dope. Ooh, we got Future too? Yeah, I'm in.
I mean, dude, they're getting so high up there and doing a backflip. There's no way. And they're flipping over people.
I could
Oh, he didn't
never
flip
do
there.
this. Never do this. Oh, he about to do something crazy.
See, that's a timeout entertainment. That's not even a halftime show. They're just coming out for 2 minutes, putting their lives in danger on a
I was
pogo
about to say,
stick.
dang, how long is the timeout? Oh, we'll see if that matters later.
Oh, that was a
Why
bad challenge.
They challenged that. That was a terrible challenge.
Cam Thomas could have just told you. Yeah, that hit me.
Hey, man, sometimes as a player, you got to just make sure you don't lie.
Yeah, especially when it comes to the challenges, man. Like if it went off of you, sometimes you gotta tell coach.
Like, nah, that would offer me like 100%. Please save that challenge. If the Cavs come back in this game, they're gonna wish they had that challenge in the fourth quarter. I can already tell.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Come on, Sam. Oh, and Wade jumped a little too early for the board.
Just a second too early.
They go Dean.
Oh. Hey, that's either a transition take or a clear path.
Yeah. That's even better if it's a transition take foul than if he would have just grabbed it.
Oh, I
Yeah, I
think
mean
that's
he
clear
grabbed
path.
him. Yeah. So that didn't look like a play on the ball.
Was
Really.
Cam Thomas ahead of him when he did it?
I don't know. We need the side angle. Oh, what?
What?
That was kind of whack. They didn't even review it or discuss it.
That is 100% a transition take or a clear path.
All right, come on, Jarrett. Ooh, he tried though.
Oh,
He tried. I like the aggressive take. You got to finish these though.
uh,
All right, dodged a bullet
they just got to
there.
get some buckets.
Yeah, they got to get something to stay down. Dean taking people off the dribble. Jarrett's trying to get himself going. Oh man, this is getting ugly.
Yeah,
I like
definitely
that he's
his
staying
worst.
aggressive at least.
Definitely his worst game of the season, but it's okay.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Hey man,
Jeez.
people are falling down. The Cavs were leading the NBA in effective field goal percentage by like 3 percentage points. So there was going to be a game where they couldn't make shots coming at some point.
Man, this Cam Thomas is a bucket, man.
They got to stop just stop giving it to him right now. He needs a minute or two to get his
I'm not gonna
composure
lie.
back.
At this point, I would just put Mobley back in the game.
Yeah. They've given him the ball every possession.
Yeah, one of the bigs has it going, and it is not Jared Allen.
Yeah. Still only down 11. It feels a lot worse. That's the weird thing about them just killing teams every game is that when they're like actually in a competitive back and forth game, it just feels so bad for some reason. Jarrett seems like he's having some trouble on second nights of back-to-backs, maybe just getting into full season shape. That's interesting.
Maybe.
I haven't I have to look at that. That'd be a good
Maybe.
point. Yeah, it definitely doesn't seem like even on that one layup that he did make earlier this quarter, that's usually a play where you'd see him throw it down. Maybe he's a little tired.
Hey, these guys are human beings. I feel like sometimes we do forget that at times.
Yeah. Like he might be tired for who knows how many different reasons. Second night of a back-to-back, even though they did, it's a relatively easy game. Like, you never know.
It's also been a super condensed start to the year. They're probably all exhausted at
Yeah.
this point. I agree with that.
Yeah, I feel like they've played so many games, and they play again on Monday. They have one day off here, and they're right back at it.
Mobley misses them both.
Uh-oh.
Oof. Yeah, it's gonna be one of them games.
That doesn't feel good. See if we can get a bang bang Niang. Oh,
Wow.
I'd have to see that again. Yeah. All right, let's see. Get it under 10. As Austin Carr always says, let's get it under 10. You got 50 seconds to do it. Stop and score. Stop and score. Man, he's making some good reads tonight.
Ooh.
All right, dodged a bullet there again. Got to get the board. Nice. All right, you might not get 2 possessions here. You might want to. Oh, Karras is going for it. Good pass. Oh, come on. Nice.
There we go.
Oh, man, they needed a bucket right there.
Mobley's been good today, man. I'm leaving here with something.
Right. As I said, the agendas come first. The most important thing is making sure the Mobley agenda advances.
Listen, you already got 10 straight wins. We can take a great Evan Mobley game with a loss.
Right. Okay, Niang, I see you moving your feet.
Niang looks like he's in better shape than he was last year.
I agree. He's definitely gotten into better shape, I think. I don't know what happened last year with him. That was kind of crazy. He was incredibly out of shape for an NBA player. It's always funny when you see him like in media day or just like around the reporters, like he looks like an NBA athlete. But then when he's on the court next to other NBA athletes, he looks out of shape. The perspective is always funny.
Yeah, I'm trying not to body shame. I'm trying my best.
He's still one of the best athletes in the world, even if when he's out there next to like Evan Mobley and Donovan Mitchell, it doesn't seem like it. But all right, they're down 12. Definitely not over, but that was not that. They only had 13
don't feel
points.
good.
13 points that quarter. One of their worst quarters of the season.
I feel like I've seen a few of those plays this year where the offensive player is trying to avoid the guy taking the charge and they run into the defender who's sort of walling them into the player taking the charge. Is that a new tactic? I don't remember that happening as much previously. That's interesting, actually.
That is. The grifting in the NBA has reached new heights. So it could be.
Listen, we need to eliminate – there's a lot of things we need to eliminate in the NBA, but grifting is at the top of the list.
It's annoying because it's really like 5 players who do it and get away with it consistently. So it's like just stop calling like James Harden, Trae Young, Joel Embiid off the top of my head, Jalen Brunson, Damian Lillard. Like just stop giving them the calls. No one else in the NBA gets those calls really. So it seems like an easy fix.
Listen, there's a bunch of aspiring grifters too.
Oh yeah, yeah, and that's the worst type. Darius has always been a pretty ethical hooper, even though I've wanted him to become a grifter because if other people are going to do it, you might as well do it, Darius. But he hasn't really been able to do it. He took a couple hits in the face the last few years, and he has completely changed the way that he is trying to play. He doesn't want that contact anymore.
Listen, I respect it. After you've got your jaw broke, you know what I'm saying?
He has not been hit in the face this year yet. I've been keeping track.
Oh, just give it time.
True. Only 10 games in.
I love calling elderly people young. I love it. I love it.
Well, last season, me and Jackson were taking note of this because you know how NBA arenas, they'll have like a fan come out onto the court, shoot a half-court shot, you win, a car or whatever. The Cavs were doing that last year, but for like 3 weeks straight, they were picking like the most elderly fans in the arena, like people who you see them walk on the court and you're like, that person, I don't even know if they could get a free throw to the hoop. Like, what are we doing here? It was really, it was elder abuse. It felt like they were just abusing people. It was really awkward. So thankfully they're not doing that anymore this year.
Okay.
Ooh,
the midi.
Thankfully that stayed in.
God, I miss mid-range jump shots.
Karis LeVert does too. He feels like he's in the wrong era.
Ooh.
That feels like a backbreaker, man. That's Dennis Schroeder's hitting those.
I'm telling you, man, you have some of these nights where it's just like the other team just can't miss.
Yeah, it's just not your night. Ooh. Tried to overpower him, almost did, but he managed to get his hands on the ball last second.
That's probably like the one thing I think Evan needs to work on still is just like his handle.
Yeah, it's still very loose. Mitchell, he does a healthy amount of grifting. I feel like he's a healthy grifter. He'll throw in a couple, rip throughs, kick his legs out on a 3-pointer, but he doesn't get carried away with it. That time he legitimately got hit on the arm though.
Yeah, that wasn't even that was ethical.
That wasn't debatable. Yeah.
That was ethical. I wonder if he gonna have one of them quarters.
I'm all in. Let's see it. That's the craziest thing about their start to the season is like Donovan really hasn't had to do much outside of like a game or two here. He's kind of just been coasting.
I was talking about that because somebody asked me in a chat who's the best shooting guard in the league between Donovan, Booker, and Ant.
Mm.
And I was like, I'd probably say Ant, but in fairness to Donovan, he literally hasn't had to do a lot so far.
Yeah.
Like he hasn't had to do much.
Anthony Edwards is off to a wild start, apparently. He's hitting threes at like an absurd rate.
Yeah, the regression to the mean is gonna be funny when that happens.
That's what I'm saying. Because like he's always been like a decent shooter, a good shooter, but like he is setting records right now. I'm like, is he really he made a leap like that? So yeah, I would say Ant is probably the best, but Donovan, I mean, he has a case.
I'm not even trying to hate on Ant. I'm just like, bro, there's no way he can keep that up for the entirety of the season. Like, there's no way.
He's shooting like Steph. And I feel like he doesn't get clean looks either. I feel like he's hitting some really tough shots.
Man, he is. And like, salute to him. He's a star. So, that he's going to make some shots like that. But
yeah,
at this rate,
How you doing, Derpy? Thanks for joining. Hopefully you get a good fourth quarter here. Hopefully we get a Cavs comeback. In the lane.
Okay. We got a little something going. No foul.
A little too aggressive. A little too into it right there.
As soon as he did it, I was like, yep, they calling that.
His momentum just carried him too far forward right there.
Devin Schroeder got rid of the blind pass. Look at him.
Yeah, I was about to say you'll let Claxton shoot from there.
Man, I got somebody who told me I got somebody I know who said Nick Claxton was better than Mobley.
Yeah, that's what year did they say that?
Yeah, I think it was like last year, the year before. I was no.
It's crazy. I still think he's a very, very good defender. But he just hasn't developed anything else. He's still young, but he's not Evan Mobley. Yeah, we could really use some Ty Jerome magic. That was a great pass, great finish.
You should have got an and one.
Right.
Mobley, they could never make me hate you.
Okay, oh yeah, they're right in it. Crowd's into it.
Okay. Mobley caught a body? Yes.
That was a big time dunk. So now I got to get this clip up on Twitter and Blue Sky. I'm over here on 3 different screens. It's getting to be too much, man. I need everyone to move to Blue Sky so we can just get it done with on Twitter.
Isn't Blue Sky so nice? It's just like nice.
It's so nice, dude. It feels like I think Justin Rowan said it. It feels like early Twitter. It feels like we've been transported back 10 years.
Uh-oh. Yeah, he was wide open.
Yeah. All right, they need some real momentum. Whoa.
Come on.
Nice look off right there.
The shots just have not gone down, man. It's just not gone down.
Yep. Got to get some stops and string together some plays here. It's going to be too late.
They still got time, but coming a factor. Ooh,
Nice patient move.
Mobley. I'm not
He's
gonna
coming
lie.
alive.
I think they should have got him in the game a little bit earlier in that third quarter.
Yeah. Allen was really struggling
Yeah, I think he could have made a little bit more of a difference.
because he's had it on all night. Mobley has.
That's probably like maybe my one criticism of Kenny. It's like he is
Hydrome. Nice finish.
Back down to 6.
Here
Still
they
plenty of
come.
time.
Dude, Ty Jerome. It's not even a meme at this point. He's just legitimately good.
Yeah, man. I was talking to Justin about this. I was like, they need to extend him like now.
Right. I mean, he is balling both sides of the floor too. Like he gets those pick 6 steals every other game. Sometimes we'll get him back to back.
What kind of shocked me about Ty Jerome is how good of a defender he is.
Right. I didn't expect him to, like, especially the steals. Like, I swear it's every night he'll just straight rip someone.
You know who's really surprised me defensively this year?
Darius.
Yes.
He's been really good on that end of the floor.
And
I mean,
like,
he hasn't been
lie.
He's been locked down, but he's been playing real good defense.
Yeah, and when you're a small guard like that, like nobody expects you to be like a lockdown defender or anything like that. You just can't be a liability,
right,
out there. You know what I'm saying? Like D'Angelo Russell, complete liability on defense.
Yeah, but you just have to make it hard for the other team to pick on you. Like if they're gonna try to target you, and you got to do just enough to make it not really worth their time to go out of their way and go at you. Like in that Knicks game, Cavs Knicks, they tried to go at Garland a couple different times with Bridges and Anunoby, Brunson at the end of the game, and Garland got the big block on him. It's like you just need to do stuff like that where, you know, the other team's not going to spend 8 seconds of the shot clock trying to get you in the action because you're going to be able to hold your ground anyways.
Yeah, and like, you know, in the playoffs, they're going to play good teams that have bigger guards. I'm thinking about the Celtics already.
Yeah,
with Derek White and Jaylen Brown and all these dudes. Like they're gonna attack him and they're probably gonna have some success, but he just has to be able to just like not be a sieve and just like hold his own a little bit.
He just has to have a couple plays where he surprises them, gets a little annoying, be a pest. Like he can do that, and that's what he's done so far this year. And I've been on this train for a while, saying that Darius, he's a very limited defender, but he has some grit to him at times. Yeah, and this is the year where he's like actually doing it for an extended stretch.
Let's see. 6-point lead. Nothing too crazy. We're talking about defense. Listen to Darius. Get some stops.
I feel like he's just really matured this season. Like both as a defender and on offense, his decision making, like all of that. I feel like he's really he's matured a lot.
All right, Cavs. About 8 minutes. Only down 6. Let's see what y'all got. Whoa, this is a different lineup.
I was just about to say Mobley's gone. They got no big out there right now.
Well, this is different.
This is interesting.
I don't know if I like this.
This is a swing from Kenny. I guess he said Allen doesn't have it tonight. Mobley needs a breather. We're just running Wade at the 5. Okay.
Ooh.
All right, they're going to go at Sam Merrill.
Okay. That was good defense. I'm not going to lie.
Got a hand in his face.
Ooh,
Niang's playing the Allen role today, just hanging around the rim. Yeah, that Allen lob to Niang should have been the first sign that this was going to be a rough night for him. That happened right away. We should have had a feeling.
Oh, okay. Stay disciplined.
That was a really good closeout. Ooh.
Ooh. See,
That's
this is why I
tough.
don't like the. It's why I don't like the
Yeah.
no big lineup.
Yeah, once Claxton gets the ball down that low, that deep in the paint.
Yeah, it's 100% foul.
All right, Mobley's right back in it. I was completely wrong about Jared on back-to-backs. It was the Orlando game I was remembering. Yeah. Thanks for checking. So I was going to look into that.
There's never anything wrong with correcting yourself. Oh wow! And he gets the.
It's not great. Now you really need to stop.
Schroeder.
Wow.
Ooh, okay.
Jerome reached like 6 times in that possession, still managed to get a hand on it without fouling. He's going at like everyone. Nice.
He's strong. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you can't really put your body into him and get him off you. He gets right up in you.
Let's see what we got here. Oh. Okay.
Karis.
Should have been an N1.
Dude,
I need down 4.
I need to find out what Kenny does with Karis to get him to play this under control.
Okay.
Nice.
There it is.
2-point game.
Only
just
down
like that.
2.
Tristan's off the bench, clapping it up. Crowd's on their feet.
Oh, man. What we got?
Come on, Darius. We were just hyping up your defense. Oh, they're sending a double. Oh, he might have walked right there. Wow, that hurts. Airballed it right to him.
Airball right to the teammate. Seen it a billion times.
The airball assist. It's a classic tactic right there. All right, let's see if Mitchell can just take over a game.
Oh,
that was a tough shot. See, but now it's right within range. This is where Cavs stars can steal the game. Yeah, you're not going up on Mobley. Ooh, he almost got a hand on that. Oh, man.
Yep.
Oh, that's back-to-back. 5 points. Just kind of handed to them off a lucky bounce or an air ball. Hey, man, still a lot of time. 4 minutes. Cavs woke up a little bit. But you can't have moments like that.
Yeah, man, this is really one of those games where I'm watching. I'm like, yo, I feel like Evan Mobley should have got the ball a little bit more today.
He's 9 of 10 from the floor.
Yeah, man. I feel like this is one of them games where you just gotta let Evan just get the ball and do some stuff.
Yeah, I mean, geez, 21 points, 9 of 10 shooting. He had a 3-pointer already. 14 rebounds, man. Yeah, Donovan's got 20.
Jared didn't really give you a ton today.
Yeah.
Donovan hasn't really given you anything since that first quarter.
Darius only has 12.
Yeah, this was supposed to be the Evan game.
Yeah. I mean, Brooklyn's got 23 from Cam Johnson, 20 from Schroeder, and 20 from Thomas.
Oh, we get Ohio State highlights. That's okay.
Yeah. I definitely still think the Cavs can win. I got a couple people on YouTube saying we can still get this. Derby, anything can happen. I still believe in them.
Anything can definitely happen. Everything, 100%. Anything can happen. 100%.
Down 7, 4 minutes left.
Oh yeah,
They really just got to get back to
absolutely
getting
come back.
stops.
Yeah,
They got to secure the stop. That's the most important thing here. Because I've liked their process last few minutes here. Yeah, just give Evan Mobley the ball. Feed him. You just got to feed him down the stretch. Hopefully Garland and Mitchell can hit some big shots too. So they've done that all year so far. How do you feel about the Darius Garland redemption season?
I feel pretty good. I mean, I'm not trying to trade him for a wing anymore, so but he's been really good, man. It's crazy what happens when your jaw's not broken and you didn't lose 15 pounds in the middle of the season.
Yeah, man, it makes a difference. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought, man? Who would have thought? All right, Cass, time to shut us up. Get it done.
So they still got Jerome out there. They're running 3 guards, I'm guessing. I'm assuming Mitchell's out there.
Darius, get over the timeline. There we go.
And they got LeVert too. Very interesting lineup to close.
Okay.
Nice take.
Quick bucket.
I mean, I guess Brooklyn's playing really small too, so that's why you're able to run this lineup. Good D, cut him off.
Watch him. Oh, there it is. Good board.
Nice. 15 boards.
Okay.
That floater is so awkward looking, but it's money.
It's really like he really shoots it at his own pace. It's so crazy to watch.
Nice, Mobley. And it's inbounds.
Okay. Defensive player of the year. Ooh!
Nice. Quick attack. Man. Right back in it just like that. We're so back.
Hey, one more stop,
more
another
stop.
bucket. Do they call a timeout? Here it is. Oh!
PG?
Oh!
Jump ball, though. Jump
The
ball.
ball.
BG,
It's
we were
okay.
hyping him up. We were hyping up that defense. There he is.
Listen, man.
That was a great recovery from Mobley, too. Wow.
First team all
Reached
defense
all the way
again.
back.
We were just talking about both of them would both of them make the All-Star team, and it's been
Right.
all
Here
of
they're
them
showing out.
in the fourth quarter. Ooh, I don't know if Evan's gonna win this.
Yeah, this is interesting. It's always fun when you get a jump ball that actually has some meaning.
Let's see. Got it.
Nice.
Ooh.
They're letting Darius cook. Split them. Drew the foul. Ooh.
Garland closing it.
Seeing him close games has been one of the best parts of the season too. Again, like just when you mentioned the maturity, like I feel like in years past he would get really rattled at the end of games. But to start this year, he's been so calm and composed. That was a great take.
Let's see what. Oh man. I'm so interested to see how the Nets are going to respond this time down. Just gotta get one more stop.
No, you don't want Mobley involved in the action. That's great contest right there. Oh, good save. That was a great save.
Great save.
It's always funny when opposing teams have, someone set a screen and Mobley's the one defending it. It's like, maybe just don't set the screen there. Maybe you probably don't want Evan Mobley involved in your action.
Yeah, no, I feel like no big can test more threes than Mobley. Stepped out of bounds.
Nice.
Ooh.
Mobley was all over him too.
I'm telling you, man, he needs to get serious consideration for Defensive Player of the Year. Like serious.
He better, man. He better.
I feel like Wemby's gonna win it because he's Wemby, but they get another bucket here. Woo.
Yeah, I'll be feeling much better. It's DG again. Great pass. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Thriving right now.
Both agendas are on fire.
Ooh. Get another stop. It's gonna feel
Mobley's
real good
again.
No.
I need to see a replay of that.
Do they still have a challenge?
I think they do.
Easy dunk, Evan.
Such a beautiful read.
Make them pay for playing small.
Yeah, I guess they're not challenging it.
Oh, okay. It would be so nice if you miss one of these, Dennis. Nah. Shout out Ken Ganley Kia.
It's not a Cavs game without a Ken Ganley Kia commercial.
Yeah, he wasn't going to miss those. Ooh.
All right, come on, DG. Keep the agenda going.
Dennis is such an underrated defender to me.
Yeah, he's really
nice.
DG, man. Schroeder is a good defender, but DG is just dicing them up.
Yeah, this is a different DG this year, man. This is different.
He wasn't closing games like this in the past. This would be Donovan Mitchell time, 100%.
He's not hesitating at all.
Oh, that is a good shot.
That's a great shot.
That's the shot he loves, man. He loves shooting the contested ones.
I love a good tough shot maker.
All right, Ty, let's see what you got. That weird floater again.
Ty
Dude, it's
Jerome.
crazy.
6th man of the year, dog.
6th man of the year.
I'm so serious. Will they get a stop here?
Oh, man, that one had me nervous.
Ooh.
Please don't turn it over. Oh, they were so close to getting a 24 or a 8-second violation too. They were so close.
I thought Dennis had that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. All right, get the ball inbound. That's all you got to do. And then you got to hit the free throws. Nice. Beautiful.
They locked in, and look what happened. Look, man, all you got to do is lock in. That's all you got to do. That's all you ever got to do is just lock in.
Damn, 14 of 18.
18.
That's
Yeah.
locking in. That's the
That's a
definition of locked in.
This is a different Cavs team, man. But the Nets are actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man, I have a lot of respect for them. They've been competing all year. I don't know why, because you would kind of think they just want to tank. They don't really have any reason to be good, but they're fighting hard every game. Well, Schroeder wants to get traded, so that's why he's balling. Probably same with Cam Johnson.
Listen, it's a matter of time, Dennis. It's a matter of time. I'm gonna get
It's
Rob
coming
on the
home.
phone. We gonna get it done. Yeah, I think the Nets are legit good too because they've played the Celtics and the Cavs tough
Yeah.
back to back, man.
Yeah, they played Denver tough too.
They probably should have got out of that game with the Celtics with a win, but they're also very good.
Evan Mobley. You can see the agenda forming as we speak. 23, 16, and 3. 10 for 11. Just a beast. Yeah, the Nets have a bunch of solid dudes. You're right. You can't just roll out the ball and beat them. The Cavs played with their food a little bit tonight. Realized the Nets aren't going to roll over. They had to really lock in at the end. Put together a big run. About to be 11-0. It doesn't even sound real saying it out loud. Definitely picked a great game to join, Colb. Appreciate you being here to watch the agendas in real time.
Man, I picked a game where they was down by a ton and came back and won. Don't get no better than this. And you see how Q left at halftime, right? You see how Q left at halftime. You see all the good things, that happened. I'm just saying.
Oh, they're lost. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, they're done.
Don't foul. Oh! One more in there for the agenda. Exclamation point.
All-star him. All-star him.
Man. I can't imagine a better start to the season. I don't know what he thought he was doing.
I just needed Austin to make the call, man. I just needed Austin to make the call.
Cam Johnson thought he was going to get an easy layup because the game was over. Mobley just sent that back to the three-point line.
$11 games, still haven't lost.
Haven't lost a game, man. It's crazy.
Oh,
Cavs are 10-0 when Fear the Sword goes live. That's what we do, man. We bring the vibes.
I can't believe they won that game either. I definitely didn't think they were about to win.
They were dead in the water for a minute there. That third quarter. I gotta tweet out that block real quick, and then we'll hit an outro here. What a night. Wow.
Hey, man. Evan Mobley, 23 points, 16 rebounds, 4 steals, 10 or 11 field goal, 10 or 11 from the field. The first Cavalier to do this since Brad Daugherty.
Wow. Dang. It's been a minute since someone did that.
Oh, man.
Man, what a game. I want to say thank you to everyone who tuned in on YouTube and playback. I appreciate you all being here. Colb, thank you for joining. Go ahead, plug anything you want to plug real quick.
Hey man, follow Q. Subscribe to us on Q and Colb on YouTube. Follow me on Colb on Twitter, and then follow me on Colb on Blue Sky too. Thank you for having me, Tony. I will absolutely be back whenever you want me to, my dog.
Hell yeah, man. It's a lot of fun. I think we try to do every game, whether it's me hosting or Jackson. So I'll definitely hit you up. Feel free to join whenever you want. You're always welcome. And everyone, make sure you go follow him. Follow Q, follow Q and Colb. And yeah, man, this was a lot of fun. The Cavs, they'll be right back at it on Monday. They only get one day off here before they play the Chicago Bulls. But I'll be going live again for that game. So I hope to see everyone there for that. But until then, everyone have a great night and go Cavs.